What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and we are back with some more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, continuing the journey. If you can't tell, well, you guys are only going to get 2 episodes the first day, but I'm grinding this game right now. I'm having a blast with it. Let's check our quest. What were we doing last? I should go get some rest. Right. Alright, let's go sleep. Sleep and save. I'm assuming we rest all the way. But at 2 in the morning, really? What's she saying? How long are we supposed to rest for? Feel like we should rest until the morning. Oh, that speed up time is crazy. It's gonna wake us up anyways.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
The traitor, dude. The traitor. Unbelievable.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rot in hell! Ugh.
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
We having fever dreams? Is that what's
Where's
happening?
my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Henry, you better calm down. You got Teresa back home.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Better than yesterday.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
A beautiful maiden? We not flirting, man. We got Teresa back home. My father.
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Okay.
Thanks, Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
Why do we sound
You're
like
welcome.
that?
But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Okay. Increasing Henry's level will also give you perk points. You can use them to unlock his other abilities and upgrades. P. Buffs? Reputations? Ooh. You acquired agility for all weapons will be 2 lower for you. In general, if you have a lower agility than the weapon requires, you will find it more difficult to fight with, but if you have a higher agility, the stamina consumption will drop. With this perk, you will reach that state sooner. Or fall damage. I think I'm gonna go Deft Hands. But we only have 1 perk, or is this 1 perk? 14 available perk points? My goodness. You carry a sack or even a dead or unconscious body, the weight only counts as half. Therefore, they will hardly burden you, and carrying them will no longer cost you extra stamina. Additionally, your carrying capacity is permanently increased by 8 pounds. The required strength for all weapons will be 2 less for you in general if you have a lower strength. Dude, I want both of those. I think I'm going to go for this one. Okay, now we have 13, but we can't get both of them. Okay. When selling weapons, armor, or clothing that are near perfect or perfect condition, you'll gain 10% more money. You get a +4 speech bonus when haggling, make it easier to negotiate prices. It's our main level. You gain reputation, the increase will be 10% higher. If you lose, the drop will be 10% less. Let's go Charming Man. Henry's a pretty charming guy. Ooh. I feel like we're not going to sell a lot of near perfect stuff because a lot of the stuff we're going to damage when we fight. Let's go haggling. I don't know what I want for this. The increased 8 pounds, I feel like we ran into a problem frequently, and if we can have 3 separate outfits, but if we have a horse and put our separate outfits maybe on the horse and things that we need. I don't know. I might do the capacity. What about our secondary stuff? Nothing there. We got craftsmanship. If you sharpen a weapon on the grindstone to a condition of 98 or higher, it gains a bonus effect that increases its slashing damage by 10. It will remain active as long as the weapon's condition is above 75. If you wear boots repaired by yourself, okay, I remember that trait. Armor and clothing that you repair yourself with the armor's kit will make less noise when worn. The effect lasts. Okay, I don't know what I want for that. Melee attacks from horseback will cost you 15% less stamina, and it will be harder for enemies to unseat you. Repairs with the cobbler's kit will be 20% more efficient. Additionally, because you know pouches and satchels well, you have a +1 bonus on the thievery skill if you pick pockets. Lifesaver. Mutt will defend you in battle and even attack your enemies at command. You can command Mutt to hunt and send him after wild game. You'll find that he's a great help to you. You can command Mutt to sniff out places of interest or hunted game. To do this, select the free command. He'll alert you by barking if he finds something. Ooh. Those are both really nice. Combat. Dude, there's so much to do right now. Okay, let's start from the beginning. What is our current capacity? Can we see? 118. Let's do this first. Skills, craftsmanship. Quality level drops. Let's do well fitted. The armorer's kit. Horsemanship. Pickpockets. We never really pickpockets too much. Harder for enemies to unseat you, I feel like, is nice if we need to, like, flee or something. Hunt or search? I feel like search. I like that one. Combat. If you're wearing a helmet, blows to the head will cause 20% less damage. Blocks will cost you 20% less stamina, and your shield and weapon will wear down 20% slower by blocking. When fighting against superior numbers, you gain a +2 bonus on strength, agility, and warfare. In combat, your stamina will regen 10% faster. I kind of feel like steadfast is nice. Because when fighting Hans... Oh, we get 2. Let's go regen, too. Feel like that's nice. If you successfully wound an opponent by a strike to an uncovered zone... Example, zone your opponent isn't blocking, it will become more difficult for the opponent to block your subsequent attacks. With a fully charged sword attack, your sword fighting skills will count 3 higher, so your attack will not only be stronger, but it will also be harder to parry. But that's fully charged. What does that mean? You gotta hold it? After performing a sword combo or a master strike, you instantly regain some of your stamina and can attack again. Each successful sword combo significantly reduces your opponent's agility and strength, making it harder for them to keep fighting and easier for you to defeat them. Let's go opening strike. Let's go showtime. Because the master strike is the counter attack, and we plan on doing that often. Your heavy weapons attacks will be harder for opponents to block with a shield. Additionally, it will take less time to completely destroy an opponent's shield with your blows. When you hit an enemy with a heavy weapon, their armor will count as 10 lower. I feel like we want to go heavy weapons when they have a shield. Polearms. Polearms will take damage 25% slower. Blocking while using a polearm will be easier, more effective, and will cost you less stamina. Let's do that one. Unarmed. After the first strike in combat, subsequent unarmed attacks will cost you 20% less stamina and will be 10% stronger. The effect lasts for 30 seconds. This perk will also activate after performing a stealth takedown. If you fight unarmed against an opponent with a weapon, your unarmed combat skill will count as 5 points higher. I feel like subsequent attacks is nice, because I don't see us using unarmed unless for some reason we don't have a weapon. Except for, like, bar brawls, like the last game. She said she had some stuff on the table for us, I'm assuming outside. But, nourishment's at 48. Let's go ahead and eat from the pot a few times. Can we call our mutt? Our little puppy dog? How's our inventory doing, the food? Some of this stuff's broken. It's doing okay. We have meat and moonshine. Energy. Okay, so this moonshine's good for a boost of energy. Warms you up and gives you strength. Watch out for the hangover. Okay. Go ahead and eat from the pot one more time. Can do it again. Nourishment's at 92 though. We don't want to overfill and become gluttonous.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us!
Taking all the food. We're taking it all.
Careful!
Sorry, lady. Dang. All the food is ours. What is this? Oh, we can't pick it up. Pop a
Henry!
seat.
Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you, too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
He was.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
I made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
Mercenaries from Hungary.
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
There was 2.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me.
Pebbles.
Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Took an arrow.
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two.
Yes, we have.
As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Thanks for getting me here.
No, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above
It would have been nice to
Shelios,
know how we beat the
you'll
bandit.
see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon
I
as
felt like
possible.
we should have thanked
I'll
him.
prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bojena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see.
Nice.
It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena.
Nice.
This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
Hopefully.
Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskovitz.
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then he shouldn't sell so dear. He charges nearly twice as much as we do, so it's no wonder folks buy from us. But I understand. Next time I'll come straight home, so you're not on your own so much. If anyone comes here again threatening you, I'll put them in their place with an arrow. That'll teach them to try it on with us.
Maybe it's a good thing you wasn't here. They'd catch you, and I dread to think what they'd do with you.
They'd never catch me. You know I can take down a hare on the run, and a man's an easier target.
True enough. You've got a steady hand and an eye like a hawk. Not like me. But you know how it is. The less fuss going on around here, the better for us. And if anything does happen, we've got Growler, and he won't leave us in the lurch.
True. That animal is God's gift. Time to do something useful. The days are long, but there's no end of work to do.
Aye. Thank you, Pavlena. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Aw. That was cool. Alright, 85 nourishment. Let's go ahead and eat some of our stuff that's going low. This is 19. That's gonna be too much. How much the pretzel? 4? Let's go ahead and pop 2 of those. And let's eat an apple. Let's eat 2 apples. Okay. Now the alcohol's kind of going bad, but we should be okay. Although it does give us some energy. Maybe we'll pop it? Or is that going to give us too much nourishment now? 4 and 5. Yeah, too much. Okay, we'll hold off on that.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
Wise choice.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills.
I knew
and
it was
far
him.
away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here.
Better listen,
but I see
Hans.
you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Alright, Hans, let's do it. Oh, thanks, lady. And some Groshin. She's so sweet. Deep Silver presents. This guy's crazy. There's bandits about. Well, he's not too friendly. What? Ah, dang it. No, Hans. What a guy.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle.
They're not gonna believe
At
us.
least
We don't
a
have the letter.
barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai. Now, look here.
You filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching.
Oh,
In
jeez.
King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not. Get your shitty hands off me!
Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Which is what? Go to the tavern. Back to a lowlife. Although this is probably worse than being a blacksmith.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Well, first we have to wash and change.
And the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
We'll earn some coin.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
Hey,
I mean, sure. We won't give him a hard time.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas.
It was your fault,
Instead
dude.
of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
Let's go back and bury them.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenes. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Rattay with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food! About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
Oh, goodness.
What is it? It's that woman from the pond.
Oh.
Or the one you gave us away for.
Viper, that witch. Wench.
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
But does she remember?
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
You're the one from that pond.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Okay, fine.
Talk about your captain.
That's the most important thing. Enjoy yours.
What was that?
while you've
Daddy's
still
wounded.
got- Are you pissed or something?
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might be back on the street. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
That must hurt, don't it?
Wait, don't go away, lady.
But then you get all limp.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any
Is
pond.
it not the same girl? Are we tripping? I don't think we'll win that.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Well, that didn't work.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Okay, so we gotta get some nice clothes for the wedding, I guess.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
We're ready.
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
Alright.
Alright. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. Two
You
men
got
can
it.
finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
Alright, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
Alright, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
We're from Skalitz.
Skalitz.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life.
Wonder if she would have heard
I
of
know
Brite.
this place inside and
Brite.
out.
We'll ask the bottom stuff first.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash.
Got jokes, huh?
Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here, and that's a big problem.
Makes sense.
Is von Berghoff recruiting men-at-arms?
No, von Berghoff ain't got nothing to do with that. They go of their own free will. They're fed up of ordinary work, so they try their luck elsewhere. It don't occur to them they might not come back. They just see easy earnings. Then the old folks have to do their work in the fields.
Okay.
Where can I find work around these parts?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me, so don't bother looking anywhere else yet. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be
I wonder if
afraid
they'll
to
come up
ask.
as quests. For
Try
jobs.
Radovan the Smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for our helping
Teach us
hand.
how to do smithing.
Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then, but watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
I've heard things all right.
Well then, be careful.
Okay, some stealth missions.
Is this the only tavern here?
In Troskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
Alright, lady.
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you. So you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt
Yeah,
too,
we'll see if
ain't
he
it?
helps. I don't count on it. I already know where the pantry is.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Sameen is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathhouse wench.
Who is this Semine?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Sameen. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Sameen is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting hitched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Clout?
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Sameen, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Okay.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Sameen is his vassal.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there.
You're gonna have to steal their
Young
invitation?
Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Okay.
Is that all you know about the wedding?
What else is there to know? I'm just looking forward to being a guest and having someone serve me for a change.
Okay, she's a guest.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Here it comes.
Alright, Hans, time to do some work. We'll talk to the other people after we do this.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Berghoff is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semine, a nobleman, is marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's the talk of the region. It's invitation only, of course. But maybe we could wangle our way in somehow.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Berghoff will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll think of something.
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time.
Alright, guy.
We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
And we can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Nobody will recognize you, dude.
Come on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Don't be... No, you'll just have to try
Look,
it.
we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, The warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
Oh, interesting. We learned a bunch of stuff.
So, which do I belong to?
Good question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant, but it turned out that you're a noble's bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword.
We're all three.
And you've even been in a monastery.
I'd rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labor, it wouldn't be such an offense against divine order as in my case. Pure blood, noble status and that. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Are you really not gonna help me?
Are you really not gonna help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about Bella Torres and the natural order of the world?
Oh, Hans is back to his old self.
I cannot carry sacks.
I'm afraid there's nothing else for it if we're to ever get out of this place. So, Lord or no Lord, the sacks are waiting.
Let them wait. Sacks are good at it. It's not long since I had to drag one sack through the night, and if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here now. So I think I've done my fair share.
Alright, let's stop losing reputation.
It, stop trying to push me.
Suit yourself, then.
We're just gonna leave.
I'll get to work. Alone.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay
This
no
guy's
mind.
ridiculous.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
Yeah, let's stop losing reputation. What's our reputation at? Out of curiosity. What does he count as? Men-at-arms and nobility don't like us too much. They're all the same though. 60. All these guys are 62. Mills is 56. Okay. So where are we at? Oh, a tipster. The Lion's Crest. Alright, where are these sacks?
I'm gonna lose a whole day just for a few sacks.
Alright, relax, dude.
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Why'd I say alt?
Great. Get them out of here.
New codex entry. Greetings. What are all these codexes we're getting? Was a bow, the next was kneeling. Okay. Cool. Wait. She said the second door. There's no door leading in that way. Where's the door? We gotta do this 5 times.
Look out!
Alright, dude. Ah, it was hiding. Make sure that we put it on the platform. Oh, nice. They're set up for us again. We don't have to climb into the back of the wagon. I feel like we should clean ourselves maybe before we talk to the bride's brother. But also, I don't think we want to take too long. We can't delay. No time to lose. Can't check the time? Oh, I think it just moves them automatically, which is nice.
Coming right up. Yes.
Is there a way to see the time? Not in journal. See it anywhere here. Player. Crafting, codex. I don't see a time.
Dead bodies stuck in village yokel.
How dare you? I'm the son of the bailiff.
God rest his soul.
And get this.
Han's already causing trouble.
He's in the water, stupid, ignorant village yokel.
Hey, so your insults are starting to fucking annoy me.
Hey,
Yeah? Bring me something. Well, you've been annoying me the whole time.
The dead man had been
He
floating
comes
down
here
the
from
river
God
for
knows
at least
where,
a week
talks out of his ass, and is then rude to boot.
Exactly.
I'll have you all
That's not
horsewhipped
all.
for this one day, you
The dead man
curs!
had a gold
You
chain
should be
around his
careful
neck.
you don't get a beating
You
first.
believe it?
I'd
Someone
expect you to
bumped
be
him
more
off,
sympathetic towards
didn't
people
even
who've been
rob him.
ambushed when you've got so many bandits and other rabble here.
We are sympathetic,
Reckon
but
something
you're no
devilish was
nobleman.
involved.
Just an ordinary
You don't
big
see
man.
something like that
How
every
can
day.
you say that, you numbskull? I keep telling you, we lost everything.
Would a sensible nobleman set up camp in such a stupid place?
Oh.
Somewhere by a pond? Out in the open?
Try telling them.
What do you know about it?
Yeah, you more than you, judging by the shit you talk.
Insolence.
Well, that's just it. You know what? I've had enough of your bullets. Sit down and shut your mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
Just try it, you worm. Just try it.
I might just do that.
You guys, Hans, chill. Don't make me come outside to see you fighting, dude. We can't afford a brawl. We're trying to work here. Honest work.
Nothing nice left here at this rate. Don't worry. When's the last time you saw the bailiff?
He's the bailiff's son.
What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smartass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
I've had enough of your insults. Our men were slaughtered there.
I don't believe a word you're saying.
Reputation
a weed
lost.
like you, surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough! Cut it out, both of you!
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me.
Reputation gained.
Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Jeez. Oh, God.
Yeah! Don't spare! We're gonna get you, you
That unarmed baby. Secession attacks.
Dally. You leave me no choice.
Dude, are we getting double teamed?
Scum!
Hans, you're fighting 4 people, big dog.
This won't end well for you.
No one's ever really seen.
You won't, Clumsy. You'll and one for dear old Nice!
You can't press E to kick anymore?
To me! Get him from behind!
Yeah!
Fucking die already!
Slice him up!
That won't work on me.
That won't work on me.
Let's get it over with.
Discovered an S. Nice. The lady's not going to be happy that we just killed all her, or knocked out all her customers. I'll tell you that right now.
You beat me, you swine!
I hope. I hope it doesn't hurt them.
You can't take me! We'll see about that!
Dude, we just did take them out like 6v2.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
And now we're going to jail. Hans, you idiot. We didn't even finish the job.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak?
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off!
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
What a mess.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologise. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt. Lost for words, are you? All right. Have it your way. We really have nothing more to say to each other.
Yeah, I wasn't going to keep arguing with him. And he said some hurtful stuff. I wasn't going to make peace.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, If I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
How they seen us in the stock?
Isn't that? Otto.
Hey! Go!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Alright. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
Wow. Things aren't going so well on this trip. Not at all. Crime and reputation. Every one of your actions has consequences. If you commit crimes, that was just the beginning. The world around you and its people will react to them. What is a crime? Anything an honest Christian should avoid is considered a crime. One must not kill innocents, steal, break into other people's homes, harm people or domestic animals, and disturb their peaceful lives. If someone catches you committing a crime, they will report you to the guards or engage in a confrontation themselves. You aren't safe, even if no one catches you red-handed. People aren't stupid, and they might deduce it was you who did it. You can find your information about your reputation in the player card P under the Reputation tab. Reputation affects how people treat you. If someone likes you, they'll greet you kindly, and merchants may even give you discounts. On the other hand, if they hate you, they may not even talk to you. You can improve your reputation by completing tasks. You can make it worse by committing crimes and acting dishonestly. The way you behave spreads among people, so if you help or hurt one person, others in the area will soon hear about it. A bad reputation can always be remedied by paying an indulgence or a penitent pilgrimage, which can be imposed by a priest. If there's a lot of crime going on in an area, people will become more vigilant, arm themselves, and guards will call in reinforcements. Once things have settled down, everything will return back to normal.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you
Put some clothes on, you scoundrel.
Hey, over here.
I was just changing clothes. Right away.
Hey, you.
Let me put on some clothes, lady. We don't want the beggar's hood. We'll do the tunic. Old quilted hose? Feel like that's better than beggar's hose? Maybe not. Vagrant shoes, firm boots, probably be better. How... There's no stat to, like, how good we look. Doesn't seem like it. Got the belt. Worn Gambeson's a level 2. Vagrant boots are quality 2. Alright. Before we go and talk to this lady, we are going to go ahead and end things here. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.